Liftoff will start in T-minus 10 seconds. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. We have ignition.
It's time! 17 seconds from Game 7 or from championship number 6. Jordan, open. Chicago with the lead. Harper got a piece of it. It comes off. The Chicago Bulls have won their 6th NBA championship.
Tying run at second, 2 out. Palmero over the head of Jenks. Uribe charges, throws, out! And the White Sox have won the World Series.
To the far side around the 8-yard line to Hester. Under it and to the middle with the 15 to the 20. Breaks free to the 25 to the 30 to the outside. 40 midfield. 40 30 to the coast. 20 15 Hester 5. Oh! Touchdown!
Slowly toward Bryant. He will glove it toward Rizzo. It's in time. And the Chicago Cubs win the World Series.
What up, what up, what up? Welcome to Shawn and Maya in the morning on this Hump Day edition. I'm your boy, the SuperBack, Shawn Sierra. Thanks for tuning in. If you're watching us on Facebook Live, well, then I guess you found us on Facebook. And if you're on Facebook, come on, get with the program. Go to Facebook, type in Sports Zone Chicago, click the like button. And now you're following Sports Zone Chicago. Simple. But wait, there's more. Go to the show's page. Go to Shawn and Maya, like that page as well. So not only will you be following Sports Zone Chicago, but you'll also be following Shawn and Maya in the morning as well. If you're watching us on our YouTube channel, excellent. If you're not subscribed to our YouTube channel, for real, come on, man. Go to YouTube, type in Sports Zone Chicago, click the subscribe button, but also click the notification button. That's the bell. That's the little bell right next to it, and that'll let you know anytime a show from Sports Zone Chicago is going live. Get it? Got it? Good. Now, if you're watching this on our mobile app, yeah. Listen, please don't tell me you didn't know we had a mobile app. Come on, baby. Listen, go wherever you get your apps from. It doesn't matter where you get them from, but just go there. Type in Sports Zone Chicago, download it, take us with you on the go. So not only do you get Shawn 23 days a week, and not only do you get our other live shows throughout the week, and not only are they archived there like they are on Facebook and YouTube, but I'll tell you what, we give you a slew, and I mean a slew of articles thanks to my man Clarence Council III. Big up to Clarence for keeping you abreast of all articles Chicago sports related. Now, if you're watching this on Roku channel, I like that kind of party, baby. If you don't know, you better ask somebody, because Sports Zone Chicago, we have our own Roku channel. So if you have a Roku television in the house, do us a favor. Download Sports Zone Chicago's channel to your television. Okay, it'll come up and put us right next to the big boys. All right, Netflix, Hulu, Prime, Disney Plus, Max, Paramount Plus, Stars. All right, put us on the big screen. Hell, run the big screen, right? Mickey, now. Now, you can also tweet the show. You can tweet us at Sports Zone Shy. That's CHI at Sports Zone Shy. Now, if you want to follow me, it's me personally online. Want to know what I did? Let me tell you. I made it nice and easy for you folks. Nice and easy. One handle for Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, Snapchat, and TikTok. All one handle at the Shawn Sierra. Guys, we got a great show. We got a lot to talk today. Oh, my goodness. Oh, my God, Becky. Look at these sports. Oh, my goodness. Man, we have a lot to talk. We got Bulls. I was at the Bulls game on Monday night. Great time. Unfortunately, they were unable to pull out the win against the Cavaliers, who are starting very, very, very well. First place in the division. Yeah, we've got some Bulls to talk. Got some Sky to talk. And, of course, we have some Bears to talk. Some crazy news happening yesterday. Some wild news. Oh, just came across the board now. Wow. Steve-O, we need to make a flyer for this one. Literally, this just came across the wire as we speak. The Bears have released Nate Davis. This is according to Ian Rappaport.
Dun, dun, dun.
The Bears have released veteran guard Nate Davis, who they've shot prior to the trade deadline. He started 13 games over the past 2 seasons for that. Yeah, so according to Ian Rappaport. And you know what? Add another log to the fire. Add another log to this inferno. Crazy, crazy, crazy. Because I want to know what happened. I want to know what happened Sunday. All right, they said, oh, he woke up with a back issue. He woke up with a back issue, and so they sent him home because we didn't want him standing on the sideline with a bad back. That's what they said. That's what they said. We didn't want to send him home. Or we didn't want him. We sent him on him standing on the sideline with a bad back. We couldn't have put him up in one of the suites that we have. We couldn't have done that. No. Like you do other players. Couldn't do that. Or he could sit down and watch the team. You sent him home. When they said that, I'm like, they're going to cut this dude. This son of a biscuit. Another error in free agency. And it sucks because right now, what's Ryan Poles? He's 1 for whatever in free agency. It's the Montez Sweat deal. It's unbelievable. Unfreaking believable. Well, we have a lot to talk about today, especially with this Bear stuff. Man, I can't wait to get started. If you saw the thumbnail, another one and another one. Cue up Biggie and another one. All right. So I just don't know where this franchise is going. You know, it's amazing. It's amazing to me why people insist on reinventing the wheel. Why people insist on trying to be the smartest person in the room when there's clear evidence in your own division, not even in the conference, not in the NFC, not even in the NFL, in your own division when there's evidence of how you build a good team. We all know how to build a good team, where you start. We all know this. Why some people want to come in and not address it, not build a team from the inside out, I have no idea. I have no idea. It boggles my mind, again, why general managers in all sports have become the golden child. They want to be the smartest guy in the room. They want to be the face of the organization. So no longer are managers and head coach the faces and the popular names. Now the general managers want that spotlight, and they fought for that spotlight big time. And what they're doing is unless they get grandfathered in, the coaches, they're not hiring quality coaches. They're hiring coaches that they can kind of manipulate. You know, you get a hot coordinator, you give him a job as a head coach, say, hey, here's what we're going to do, how we're going to do it. Why it is across the board, I don't know. But here's another one. And another one. Okay? We've talked about this before. Why? Why not go get this guy? It's not like he played for the Bears or anything. Not like we drafted him out of college. It's not like he did that or anything. No. Look at the Harbaugh effect. And actually that's 6-3 now. It's not 5-3. 2024 Chargers, 6-3. They didn't even bring him in for an interview. What kind of idiotic fool is not going to bring in a guy who just won a national championship, who wanted to come to the Bears? That's his dream job, was to coach the Bears. He said it. It's been documented. That's his dream job, to coach the Bears. How do you not bring him in? It boggles my mind. Now he's got his team 6-3. Tell you what, we'd have kept him. If we would have hired him, we wouldn't have any issues with what kind of identity do we have. Are we a running team? Are we a passing team? We know exactly what we'd be. I didn't mean to go off on this tangent, but damn, the news just came across the wire that Nate Davis has been released. I don't know. Thank you, Steve-O. He gone. Steve, don't put that picture up again. There's my guy Justin in the background. Don't do that. Don't do that, Steve. Stop, you jerk. Compose yourself, Shawn. Compose yourself.
I'm sorry, Shawn. I didn't realize that it was
Still hurts.
So emotionally attached to Big Nate.
No, it's Justin in the background. That's what it was.
Oh yeah, I am sorry. I didn't pay attention. Sorry.
It's my man's. That's my man's in them. Oh, put that. Do me a favor. Put that in the drive too. Put that up there so I can in the folder in the drive. I mean, put it in the drive so I can take it out. I gotta send it to somebody. Thank you. Yeah, I didn't mean to go off on a tangent, but man, that came across the wire quick, fast, in a hurry. Man, they're making changes, and you know what? It's about damn time. It's about damn time. Okay. But let's check out the chat real quick. Short A is in the house. He said, I hate this team. All in caps. Why did I have to be born a Bears fan? I don't know, man. I hear you. Shawn Walls and the Mickey Vicky House. Happy Hump Day, Sports Owners, and another OC again. Shawn, I thought of you yesterday. Man. No, it's today. Was it today or yesterday? And we got burpees. Well, Friday, I think it's burpees. Hand cleans and burpees or something. It's like, damn you, Shawn. Levette Lee checking in. Good morning, Ma. How are you, Dan? I appreciate it. Cornelius Squalls, what up, what up, what up, Sports Owners? I just hope we haven't ruined another quarterback over there. We're on the way. We are definitely on the way to do that. We are definitely en route. Definitely. Plank in the house. Good morning. He says, good morning, Shawn. Sports Owners, bear down. Bear down, Plankster. Man, it's getting tough. It is getting tough. Oh, man, Armando Emeterio, Lara Jr. is checking in. What's up, Papa? How are you? Thank you for tuning in. I met up with Armando yesterday. That was dope. Good to see him. Chicago A. I got to go. Why? I got to get back to work. Oh, you're working? Yeah. You're on the clock? Yeah. Oh. That's the Chicago way. Oh, man. Listen, I don't know a lot about a lot, but I do know this. More of the usual suspects will chime in as the show goes on. Man, it's comical. I was trying to hold off and get to the top of the morning and a couple other things, but man, they just hit us with the 1-2, bang, bang, Nate Davis. Okay, you had the Chase Claypool fiasco. You had the Ryan Bates. Oh, Ryan Bates wasn't a fiasco. He's been hurt. Cortland Shelton. He sucks. All right. And now you have Nate Davis. 3 years, $30 million. Tons of red flags about him. Why? Why are you trying to get these half-assed players? Oh, because it's very difficult. It's very difficult to get good linemen on the open market. Because if they're good linemen, they don't hit the open market. Crazy idea. crazy idea that really good linemen don't hit the open market unless they're on the Bears and they let them Daniels. Why is it so difficult to realize? James Ford checking in. What's up, Papa? Good morning, man. Thank you for tuning in. Why does it take such a high IQ and astounding intellect to realize that good offensive linemen are drafted and developed? You're not going to find a lot of good offensive linemen in the draft. In free agency. And if you do, one, you're going to overpay him like a son of a gun. Two, one, you're going to overpay him. Two, what age are you getting them at? You getting them in their prime? Probably not. Possible, but probably not. I said it's possible because unless you're on the Bears and you're in your prime and you're good, then we'll let you go, like James Daniels. But they might be over the hill. 3, as a former offensive lineman, how do you not know this? Like Ryan Poles, you get no pass whatsoever. Caleb Williams has his flaws. Shane Waldron had his flaws. Matt Eberflus has his flaws. And you have your flaws too. And you got to get some of this heat too. You got to get some of this work. Because what you've done to insulate the deepest position you've ever seen in your freaking life sucks. You continue to go after undrafted people. You continue to go after round 6 people. All right, in Braxton Jones. He's serviceable. But damn it, give me a stud. Give me a stud offensive line to protect your generational quarterback. Why is that such an issue? I don't know why it's an issue. I don't know why you're making it an issue. Why you just can't draft. This is, again, another reason for my decision or my stance on trading that pick. Think about how many people wanted this young man. And it's no slight on him. All right, he didn't come out and say he's the next, he's a generational talent. He didn't say he's the best prospect in the last 20 years. He didn't say that. That's all the Caleb cult, and that's all the media, the national, the local. But sometimes you need a team. Everyone's like, well, he can fix it. He's going to do this. He's going to do that. No, he can't do that. He can't block. He can't catch the ball. He can't block and throw the ball and catch the ball in the same play. A team is what's needed. A team. A team. And here's a crazy idea. How about a coach to coach this team? How about a coach to coach individual positions to maximize their talent? How about a play caller? And let me tell you something. Before I go off, try to get a good off my lawn Shawn rant. I'm not sure that everything on this was Shane Waldron. A lot of it is, don't get me wrong. He's not avoiding the smoke. He's not avoiding it at all. But how many times do we have drop passes? How many times are passes underthrown? How many times do we miss wide receivers who are wide open? How many times do we throw the wrong type of ball to the receiver where it got a pass breakup that would have kept drives alive? We talk about the paltriness. We talk about the only scoring 3 field goals, no touchdowns in 2 offensive games. How much that falls on Caleb? Don't give me, oh, he's a rookie quarterback, because if the guy's wide open 16 yards down the field, in the hole between the corner and the safety and cover 2, then you throw the goddamn ball right to his chest. In the Indianapolis game where he DJ Moore's down the sideline. Fade down the sideline. He underthrows him. Intercepted. So all of this is not on Waldron. A lot of it, yes. A lot of it, yes. Just this past Sunday, Rome Odunze dropped the ball. He was short of the sticks, but dropped the ball. Throwing to Keenan Allen when you have a wide receiver, DJ Moore, coming across uncovered. Aren't these things everyone, all the Caleb Cart was talking about, Justin can't read, he can't do it, he can't find the open receiver. I don't know about you, but our number one receiver coming across the field at the 2-yard line, uncovered. So there's a lot of blame to go around. A whole lot, and everybody shoulders the burden of this blame. From Caleb to Shane to Eberflus to Poles. Brandon Schutz, good morning, Papa. Thank you for tuning in. Oh, man. Mondo checking in. Good to see you yesterday, kid. So there's a lot going on. Shane, because my question is this. Why did Shane Waldron work okay in Seattle with veterans, and why couldn't he do it here with Caleb? Yes, some of the play calling, stupid. In the game Sunday, the pass to DJ Moore, Keenan Allen blocks nobody. Keenan Allen, you block your man. DJ Moore, first down and then some. Maybe a house call. All these little things. Brandon said, sorry, I missed your show Monday. Now, don't worry. Oh, you missed it, man. Hey, go back and check it out. You want to hear, get off my lawn, Shawn rants. It's there for you, Papa. It's there. So the dysfunction here is crazy. The dysfunction here is comical. I'm telling you, most of us wouldn't believe it if someone said this is what's going to happen. Well, no, because we could say this is the Bears. But some people said, no, it's not going to happen. We got Caleb. Mondo says, leave it to the Bears to trade for a future Hall of Famer, and he forgets how to play football. He forgets how to block. That's for damn sure. Shorty, it is unheard of. It is. And because you got a dead man walking. You know, it's Steve, but we had that. Do I still have it? I don't know if I still have it. I think I might have deleted it. That was one of the flyers we had, dead man walking. That was one of the thumbnails, dead man walking. Because we knew. You just knew Eberflus was done. And there is a chance for him to keep his job. There is. That chance is slim and none, and Slim's getting ready to leave town. Let me tell you. Because the only way he keeps his job is this. This offense goes on a tear. This offense has to go on a tear. And they need to start winning some games. And if they start winning some games, he might have a chance. If this quarterback looks like he's starting to develop, he might have a chance. If Thomas Brown gets this passing game going and we start winning, he might have a chance. So you're saying there's a chance. And Mr. Shorty says, if Flus wins out, fire that bum. How do you really feel? You know, there's a lot that can go on that should have gone on. And again, I give him some grace. He's a first-time head coach that was thrown into a shit show. He was thrown into a shit show. But you also knew that's what you're signing up for. What you should have done, you should have reached out to Nick Saban back then. You should have reached back to your colleagues back then. Your mentors. How do I do this? What do I do? Give me some advice. That's what you should have done. Listen, let's take a quick break. On the other side of the break, we will get to the top of the morning topic. So don't go anywhere, folks. Keep it locked right here. Shawn and Maya in the morning on Sports Zone Chicago.
Many will hear the calling. Few will earn the title. United States Marine. The few, the proud, the Marines.
Hey, it's your boy, the SuperBack, Shawn Sierra, and be sure to follow Sports Zone Chicago on all social media platforms, on Facebook, Instagram, and our Roku channel. You can find us at Sports Zone Chicago, and on Twitter, we are at Sports Zone Shy. Also, be sure to download our mobile app so you can take Sports Zone Chicago with you on the go.
How do you take care of your mind health?
For my mental health, I meditate in the mornings.
I have my dogs. They're the best.
I just find ways that help me just relax.
Finding things that make me happy, like being close to my family.
I meditate a lot and read books.
I have hobbies outside of the game. I'm able to switch off. I'm able to turn my brain off from the game of basketball.
Your mind health matters.
Your mind health matters.
We are looking for a few heroes, mentors, trailblazers, innovators, a passion to change lives, spark curiosity, open hearts, and awaken minds, help students answer the question, who am I? This could be your calling, but this is no job. It's the journey of a lifetime. Be a hero. Be a teacher.
Mental health and learning disorders don't discriminate. 17 million children and adolescents in the United States live with disorders like anxiety, depression, ADHD, and dyslexia. Less than half get the help they need to thrive. Help the Child Mind Institute change these children's lives. Visit childmind.org.
The Bulls won in double overtime last season. They had the huge rebounding advantage. Here's Williams, kicks. Giddey was cutting. Giddey scores.
And that's where the Bulls have got to get back to the scouting report. You don't let him go. He's more dangerous getting to the basket.
That was a really nice slip pass by Levine into Vucevic. It's been oftentimes whoever's the hot hand, that's who they're leaning on. Some nights it's Mobley.
There we go right now.
Here is White, a three.
Oh, that's deep. That's deep right there.
5 assists. Jerome.
Good block by JP.
Here comes Williams in the Mitchell for two.
I'll tell you what, that was a big time help and recover right there by Julian Phillips.
11-0 Cleveland trying to stay unbeaten. Levine dives. Levine scores again.
Zach Levine is in his bag.
Welcome back to Shawn and Maya in the morning on Sports Zone Chicago. It's courtesy of Chicago Sports Network. Those were the Bullies on Monday. I was there. I was there, baby. I was there. Cheering them on, trying to get them to cheer them to victory over the unbeaten Cleveland Cavaliers. Unfortunately, it wasn't good enough. But anyway, listen, guys, you know how we do the first segment of every show. It's called Top of the Morning.
It won't come just when you want it.
Top of the morning to you. Top of the morning to you.
Here we go, baby. The first top of the morning topic. Let's see, which way do we go? Which way do we go? We'll start there with the bullies, baby. Those Bulls that we just talked about, we just saw. All right, we just saw the Bulls fall. Cavaliers. That was a tough one, baby. I was there. Man, they were hanging in there, going 3 for 3, shot over 40%, 45% from three-point land. I like it. The Bulls fell to the Cleveland Cavaliers on Monday, 119-113. It actually is Cavaliers, not Cavalier. Sorry, I hate when that happens. Zach LaVine, he led the way, 26.6 rebounds. Kobe White, 20 points, 7 rebounds, 6 assists, 5 for 11 from three-point line. Vucevic, 20 points, 8 rebounds. P. Will with the double-double, 13 points, 10 rebounds. Giddey contributed 18 points, 8 rebounds, 7 assists. Tough one again at the United Center for our boys. I was hoping they would be able to knock them off, and they had the lead for a while. But Cleveland just came too strong. And the next top of the morning topic, the Bulls travel to the Big Apple tonight to face the New York Knickerbockers. Tip-off tonight is 6:30 p.m. Central. You can catch that game on Chicago Sports Network or listen to it on their flagship station, 670 a.m. Speaking of the Chicago Sports Network, the next top of the morning topic, the Chicago launch its DTC, that's direct-to-consumer service. Details and costs will be released in a few days. All right, they've been trying to wait on their situation with Comcast because they wanted to have, they said, be respectful of the providers, of the cable providers, and now they're just like, you know what, bump it. We got to go. So many people are not seeing the Bulls or the Hawks, and this is according to the Jeff Agris in the Sun-Times. He said, CHSN, Chicago Sports Network, initially was cautious about releasing its direct-to-consumer service out of respect for its distributors. But with a dozen on board and Comcast still holding out, the network chose not to delay. Those distributors who are on board include Uverse and Astound, RCN Cable, DirecTV Satellite, and DirecTV Stream, and Fubo streaming services. CHSN is also available via antenna over the air on WJYS subchannel 62.2 and 62.3. So if you have it, ESPN David Kaplan and I can't remember the guy's name. The guy's name. He was with NBC Sports Chicago. They did a video on it, literally 5 minutes. Took them 5 minutes to hook it up to a TV, and you can get it. So if you want to go get an antenna, 62.2 and 62.3. All right, so you can, for those of you, and it's free with an antenna. So you guys can go catch your Bulls, your Blackhawks, if that, whatever it is that you want to see. You know what I mean? Let's see who else. Oh, that's what I'm talking about, man. Just like the prodigal son, he's returned. Black Rain, 79-20. Welcome back, Papa. Good to see you. He said, I'm still shocked with these. Maybe that H word should have happened that a lot was against. You mean the Hall? Yeah. The Hall. It should have happened. It should have happened. Brandon Shutt's in the house. I think I said to get more to you. If not, yeah, because you said you missed my show Monday. Yeah. Good morning. Anyway, you get two of them. But let's keep it moving. The next top of the morning topic. The Blackhawks travel to Seattle to face the Kraken tomorrow night. Puck drop is at 9 o'clock our time, Central Time. You can catch that game on CHSN. See what your new antenna? You can check it out. Not a problem. You can catch that on Chicago Sports Network, or you can listen to it on the Hawks flagship station, 7:20 a.m. Moving on to the next top of the morning topic, the Sky. Yeah, baby. The Chicago Sky introduced their new head coach, Tyler Marsh. introduced him yesterday to the media and the fans. The former Las Vegas Aces assistant has won titles with the Raptors and the Las Vegas Aces. And I was happy that they got someone with a winning pedigree. All right. I'm very happy that they got someone with a winning pedigree. Here's some of what he had to say yesterday.
So without further ado, Tyler Marsh, head coach of the Chicago Sky.
Thank you, Sky ownership. Thank you for the opportunity to lead the franchise, to lead this great sports city. I'm looking forward to settling down, ingratiating myself with the city. Thank you to all the players who were in attendance. It means a great deal to me as well. Thank you to the front office, to Adam, to Jeff. Thank you for your trust and belief that I was the right person for this job. Thank you to the fan base. My wife and I have received so many great welcoming, and we know that we're going to be home here in Chicago. And so she's from Milwaukee, just an hour and a half up the road. And so certainly great for her to be close to family and friends. So we're looking forward to settling down in the West.
Yeah, that was Tyler Marsh. Okay, this guy has, as I said, comes with a pedigree, a winning pedigree, and that's what we want. Okay, that's what you want. He has his specialty is development. Specialty is development, and that's what we need. Right? He goes on to say that Angel Reese and Camila Cardoso, they are going to be the anchors, right, the pillars of this rebuild, and rightfully so. But he's also he's going to look for 3-point shooters. Maybe bring back Brenda Maxwell, the young lady we drafted last year. Probably draft some dead-eye shooters in the draft this year. Okay, so I'm looking forward to that being. I'm looking forward to it. I really, really am. It's going to be fun. It's going to be fun to see. I want to see those girls do well. I want to see them be successful. And at some point, I'd love to see them hoist another championship trophy. The next top of the morning topic, the college football rankings. Were released for the second time this year. Got some changes. We got some changes. Danger. The Big Ten is dominating. When I say dominating, I mean dominating. Dominating. 1 is Oregon, Big Ten. 2 is Ohio State, Big Ten. 3 is Texas, SEC. 4, Penn State. 5, Indiana. No, I did not misspeak. Yes, you heard me correctly. Indiana, IU. Home of Bobby Knight.
Tom, is it really fair to brag about how many Big Ten teams are ranked when the Big Ten has 562 teams in it?
Yes. Yes. I'm going to cheer for the Midwest-based Big Ten teams who have some teams on either coast, and I'm going to keep bragging about it. Just because there's literally 18 teams in the Big Ten, I don't care. Notre Dame's number 8 in the college football rankings, so they're in the playoffs. Number 10's Alabama, number 10. Okay. And what's really funny is who was 12? Georgia. Georgia is 12. However, they would be, as if the season ended today, they would be left out because number 13 is Boise State of the Mountain West, and they would receive an automatic bid in the final spot in the 12-team bracket. So if the season doesn't end today, I'm just saying currently Georgia is out of – they're 12, and there's 12 teams, but they will be leapfrogged by Boise State. I'm not a big fan of Georgia's quarterback, Beck. Not a big fan of his at all. he has this look on his face that he just doesn't seem to get it. He's not all there. Just trust me. It's when I say when you coach so many kids for so many years, you understand. I'm not saying he's not good. It's just something about him. It doesn't sit well with me. That's just me. It's my opinion. Black Diamond, check it in. Junior says, is Army in? No, I don't think so. Because I gave you the top 5. Tennessee 7, Notre Dame 8. I don't know who's 9. 10 Alabama, 11 Ole Miss, 12 would be Boise State. But let me confirm that exactly. Let me confirm that they would be college football playoffs, because that would be crazy. Can you imagine Iowa getting in? I mean, Army getting in? Army, that'd be dope. That would be dope. Give me a list. Give me a list. They're not doing it. All right, I have to find. Yeah, that's all right. Anyway. Army is undefeated. I don't know about should be ahead of ND, but we'll see. We will see. Well, oh, here we go. The next top of the morning topic. Couldn't avoid it any longer. The Bears. The Bears. The Bears have fired Shane Waldron. Okay, this was poorly kept secret. This was, I'm telling you, situation, I don't know, man. I don't know. Something about this whole situation doesn't sit right. The Bears fire offensive coordinator Shane Waldron after only 9 games into the season. Thomas Brown, who is a passing game coordinator for the Bears, will replace Waldron. And this was a contingency plan. This was a contingency plan. Thomas Brown was a contingency in case Shane Waldron did really, really well with Caleb Williams this year. He was a head coaching candidate last year. Waldron was. So had he done well with Caleb and was able to move on to a head coaching gig, they had the successor in place. I'll tell you what, with all that's going on now, I don't know if Shane Waldron gets a head coaching gig. With all the things that have been said about him, I don't know if he gets another gig. All right, you had the situation where they had a coach, they had the leadership committee and the Bears had to have a meeting, one of their millions of meetings that they've had, telling him to coach them harder. Coach them, be tougher on them, is what they asked. Do you think an organization is going to want to hire a guy to lead the organization when this guy's been asked to coach me harder, be tougher on us? I don't think so. Shane Waldron doesn't seem like the type of guy who's a good leader. I shouldn't say that. Let me backtrack from that. He's not a guy that commands the room. That I can say comfortably. He's a guy, he does not command the room. Mr. Shorty says, teams will realize, it's just the Bears he was on. No one can effing succeed there. Cornelius says the Football Insiders have been dogging Waldron. Well, yeah, I'm telling you, if you have to coach us harder, if we have to have a meeting to tell you to coach us harder, that's not a good sign. All right? Football is the alpha sport of alpha sports. Okay? If you can't control these alpha males, there's no way. You got to lead a whole organization. Cornelius Flus did command the room when he started. Yes, he did. Yes, he did. He held that team together in that 14-game losing streak. Okay. They started see some success last year. Okay, once they finished that streak. What was the last night? It was like 5-2, 7-2, something like that. They were the last couple games. All right, he commanded the room. His stranglehold, his commanding of the room is now over. So technically, you're right. He doesn't command the room, but he did for a while. He did for a while. So there's a lot here that I want to discuss. A lot. And one more thing. I just wanted just you know how I always say at the end of every show, make sure you let your loved ones know you love them. Send them a text, a voice memo, whatever. Here's one of the reasons why. The last top of the morning topic has nothing to do with Chicago sports. Okay? Tropicana Field, the home of the Tampa Bay Devil Rays. Okay? Word has it the home of the Rays was damaged during the recent hurricane and won't be ready for play until 2026. The Rays need to find a temporary home for the 2025 season. There's another picture. And so I show you, I bring it, I say that to say this. The people who were caught in that hurricane, everyone did not get out alive. Okay. And this is a baseball stadium. It can be rebuilt. A place to play for 2025. And in 26, it'll be up and running. People will be going there again. Just like the old days. But the people that didn't make it out of there won't be there. And that's why I tell you all the time, make sure you let your loved ones know you love them. You never know what can happen. I get it. That wasn't a spur of the moment sudden thing. They had been warned, and some people decided to stay. Some people have their houses that they've lived in for their entire lives, or that they've worked their entire lives for, and refuse to leave. But just to show you how fragile life is, to make sure we do our souls a favor. Reach out to our peoples. All right. I'm telling you, my mom got a call yesterday, or no, 2 days ago on Monday. She got a call from one of her friends that she used to work with at the phone company, Burnett V. Man, the sound of my mom's voice when she looked at the phone and she's like, Burnett V? She goes, hello? And the sound of her voice when she said hello, and when she picked up the phone and Burnett said hello on the other line, was priceless. It was priceless. She hadn't talked to her in a while. She was so excited to talk to her. Do that for your people. Do that for your people. Because as I always tell you, life tomorrow is promised to no one. But listen, we're going to take another break. And on the other side of the break, here's what we're going to do. We're coming back. We're going all Bears. We're going to talk a little Bulls. Little Bulls. And then we're going to talk a lot of Bears. Right at the last 40 minutes of this show, we're gonna hit our Chicago Bears because there's so much going on, and I'm waiting for another shoe to fall. The other shoe to fall. It's not gonna happen. They're not gonna fire Flus. But Ryan Poles, you're gonna get some of this work. Eberflus, you're gonna get some of this work. Waldron, we'll talk about him. He's gotten a lot of the work early on in the show. And Caleb, you're gonna get some of this work. Playing football should not be this difficult. Should not be this difficult. And we're going to talk about it on the other side. Because there's far too much talent on this team to have this record, to be under 500. Far too much talent. You have a generational quarterback. You have 2 Pro Bowl wide receivers. You have a top 5 tight end in the NFL, and one of the best dual threat running backs in the NFL at your disposal. Far too much talent, along with a top 5 defense, which hasn't been playing top 5. Not even playing I'd say top 10 defense they've been playing. Give up a lot of field goals, not a lot of touchdowns. Especially without playing the division yet. Yep, that starts Sunday. Cornelius says, a word of advice to the incoming running OC, run the damn ball. He was a running back. He was a running back, so hopefully that bodes well for him. See, here's the one thing here's why I have hope. Hope is a dangerous thing. Hope is a dangerous thing. Here's why I have hope. How many of us have ever been assistant coach? How many of us have ever been a vice president of some organization? How many of us have ever been the assistant of the vice principal or the second in command for an organization? How many of us have ever been there? I have. Okay. Defensive coordinator. All right. Never been a head coach. When we're in that second seat, when you're in that second seat, how clear are all the problems that are going on in your organization? How clear are they? How clear is it for you to see what needs to be done to rectify these things? When you're in that second seat, shit is really, it's crystal clear. When you're in that second seat, when you're not prone to make a decision, it's easy to see what needs to be done. What should have been done, what could have been done, woulda, coulda, shoulda. You see it clearly. Correct? Hopefully he saw in him seeing this, the flaws of this team. Hopefully he doesn't go out and make the same mistakes. Hopefully he does the things that need to be done. The things that this team can do. Today's the first day on the grass with him. Now, you're right. You know what? Before we go, let's just, because then I'll go the rest of the hour. Let's take a quick break. Take the other break. All right. And we'll come back on the other side. So don't go anywhere, folks. Keep it locked right here. Shawn and Maya in the morning on Sports Zone Chicago.
Hey, it's your boy, the Superback, Shawn Sierra, and be sure to follow Sports Zone Chicago on all social media platforms, on Facebook, Instagram, and our Roku channel. You can find us at Sports Zone Chicago, and on Twitter, we are at Sports Zone Shy. Also, be sure to download our mobile app so you can take Sports Zone Chicago with you on the go.
Time out. How are you feeling right now? Happy? Excited? Angry? Overwhelmed? One of the best things you can do for your mind health is to name what you're feeling. It can sharpen your awareness and help you talk about your feelings with someone you trust. Here are 3 questions to ask yourself. Where are your thoughts right now? In the past, the present, the future? Do you notice any sensations in your body? Is your heart beating fast? Is there a flutter in your stomach? Or are you fully relaxed? What do you need right now? Time with others? Time to yourself? Remember, there's power in this awareness. So find ways to identify what you're feeling today.
Hi, guys. Hey. Hi, Megan. Hey, Jessica. Megan, you're a tramp. Brian Fitch told me you guys made out. Everybody knows. He said your breath smells like garbage. And he almost puked. He says you're the most desperate girl he knows, besides your mom. How many boyfriends does she have anyway? Lots? Your makeup makes you look like a clown. That zit is huge, zit face.
Hey, bud, what you doing?
I'm playing with cars.
Cars? Can you show me what a car does? Whoa, 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 whoa. Hold on a second. First of all, this is a school zone. So you need to put down your cell phone, stop texting, and let's get to driving. Now you're coming up to a stop sign, right? You need to slow down and stop before you hit that Y line. I want you to look left, right, left. You don't want to get hit by a car going on your left and to your right to make sure you don't get sideswiped by a guy coming from your right. You're coming, and you see a crosswalk. You better slow your horses down because the #1 rule of driving is always yield to pedestrians. Now stop, pull over, and you are done driving. Gosh, what do they teach you kids in school nowadays?
How tough is it for the defense when the offense isn't performing? Does it feel added pressure on your side?
Man, it's tough, period. You know what I mean? It's not like I'm not in the finger point business. You know what I mean? I try to do what I can as a player and playmaker to make plays. I had an opportunity to make a game changer play. You know, I dropped it. So I'm upset with myself about that. But at the end of the day, you know, I can only focus on what I can focus on and my side of the ball, and that's what I try to do.
Kevin, how frustrating is it that your schedule really gets tough?
I mean, I don't really concern myself with like strength of schedule and stuff like that. We play the next team that's on our schedule. We got a division game coming up next week that we have to win.
Does it feel like, this is a snowball effect the last 3 games? Does that feel like it here?
Yeah, I mean, lose 3 straight is definitely a snowball. So, yeah, I mean, it's not a great feeling. It's not something that we plan to do. It's not something that we expect. But situation we're in, we're going to find a way out of it.
Welcome back to Shawn and Maya in the morning on Sports Zone Chicago. Those clips courtesy of me, the Shawn Sierra, in the locker room on Sunday. That's our captain, Kevin Byard. You know, I love his answer. I'm not in the finger pointing business. When someone asks how difficult does it make it, and when the offense doesn't do this and you guys are doing this, and he's like, I'm not in the finger pointing business. I love the answer. You know, you don't throw your teammates under the bus. You know, again, the media always trying to get a soundbite, trying to get something that they can manipulate and say, oh, look at the dissension in the locker room. Okay, look at the dissension in the locker room. You know, here's why I have an issue with that. You know how difficult it is. You know goddamn well how difficult it is when the offense isn't doing their part. Okay, you know how difficult it is. Why are you asking? You've been part of a team before. Everybody in that room has been part of a team. When one part of your team doesn't do the job, it makes it very difficult to get the task accomplished. So these are the leading questions. When the media smells blood, and there's blood in the water, these are the type of questions they ask. They're looking to try and get the players to turn on each other. They're looking at the players to kind of for a soundbite to say, oh, well, he said this about the coach. He said this about Caleb. He said this about the offense. He said this about the coordinator. He said this. That's what they're doing. Mad respect to Kevin Byard for not falling into that trap, for nipping in the buzz. I'm not a finger pointing kind of guy. But this is what the media will do. Unfortunately, I'm part of that crew. I'm part of the media. I do my best not to ask questions like that, loaded questions. Okay, I'm because I've been in that position. Okay, I've been in that position, and to do that, it's frustrating. We'll talk Bears in a little bit. Give me some Bulls talk. Give me a few minutes. We'll talk Bulls. All right. We talked about them earlier today in top of the morning topics. All right. The Bulls travel to the Big Apple tonight. All right. To face the Knicks. The New York Knickerbockers tip off at 6:30 p.m. You can catch that game on Chicago Sports Network or listen to it on their flagship station, 670 a.m. The Bulls are in a situationship. They're in a situation. You know, I like when I was at the game on Monday, I really liked the way that they were shooting a three. I'm telling you, they're in the game most of the time. The Bulls ended up only shooting 37%. I had it at 40. I misspoke. They're at 37%. But they're 14 of 38. Get a couple more threes. Game time. It's another story. But I digress. One of the things that I really like is I like the energy of the youngsters. All right. Dalen Terry, I know he only had 2 points, but he was active. All right. What I also like Zach LaVine leading the way, 26 points. Okay. I like the fact that he's taking this team. Okay. He's like, this is my team. DeMar's gone. This is my team. I don't care about the trade rumors. I don't care about all that. I'm going to play ball. I'm going to ball out. And he's doing that. And I love the maturity of him doing that because it's tough. It's tough. And they might have even told him, we're shopping you. I'm sure they told you got to sit down with an agent and let people know what you're doing. If they did, they got like, hey, you got to help us out. You got to have some good games. People got to see you're healthy. People got to see that your knee's okay before they trade for you. We're probably gonna have to eat some of this contract, but nonetheless, you need to show that you're healthy and you can be an asset to a team vying for a championship. He's gone out there and performed. And I like that. All right. And I remember I said it early, I said in the press conference, media day for the Bulls. I'm like, Zach seems a little more mature. He kind of took control of the press conference of the questions. Remember when he said, hey, listen, he goes, there's been a lot of rumors out there. He goes, unless you hear them from me or my people, don't believe them. I was very impressed with the way Zach kind of took over and faced something head on. Patrick Williams, double-double, 13 and 10. All right, this is the type of stuff we're going to need tonight against the New York Knicks. Patrick Williams, I told you, he's going to be the key to how this season goes. He is extremely, extremely vital to this team. You give me 15 and 10 a night, this Bulls team is going to do a lot better than people think. A lot better than people think. Because he plays defense. That's for sure. And Ball's a scratch. I mean, he wasn't a scratch. He was hurt. Remember, he's hurt. That's right. But I like this. The Bulls are going to be an exciting. They're like the Hawks. They're going to be an exciting team. They're not going to be a good one. They're going to win some games, and I was hoping they'd be able to get a signature win against the team that was undefeated coming in. That was the Cleveland Cavaliers. Would have been nice. But you see why they're undefeated. Donovan Mitchell, that dude is a stud. Spider Mitchell is a stud. And reverse, the spinning layup, he was driving to the hole. I think it was Dalen Terry stepped up for a charge and just spun around and jumped and spun in the air. He jumped and in the air he spun and laid it off the glass. He was fired up about it. His teammates were fired up about it. I was fired up about it. I'm like, damn. That's a hell of a move. Oh, I see you, Spider. I see you, Spider. But yeah, it was a noteworthy performance that just came up a little short. A little short. I still think we need to go through Vooch. I still think we need to get the ball down low and have people have cutters and picks being set around the perimeter. Because when you have Vooch down there, you can get people in foul trouble. It creates offense. You set high screens, people moving without the ball, cutters, guys open beyond the arc. I mean, what more do you want? What more do you want than a cutter diving free to Vooch is an excellent passer. is he'll hit him. Or if you got a guy coming off a screen at the top of the key, Vooch will hit him. Get it right back out to him, wide open three. I'll take those. Those are the things you get when you run the ball through Vooch. I'm not saying you can't get cutters or wide open threes without that. I'm not saying that at all. I'm saying if you have a big guy who can score inside, use that. Use that. You know, not a lot of people are big fans of Vooch. And I get it. I understand. Many people want Vooch gone, traded. I understand that too. You haven't lived up to the hype that you had when you brought here from Orlando. All right, we traded a young stud, young athletic player who's a brim protector and can be developed into a solid NBA center. We traded you. We traded him for you because of your three-point success, because of your ability to move and shoot the ball and pass and score down low, outside, mid-range. And you haven't lived up to it. So let's make the best out of this and get him back in the post where you're beating up on people. I mean, how many times, the NBA switches a lot. Why don't you switch and get a mouse in the house, as Stacey calls it? Get a guy who's shorter than you, where you can use your size and your physicality over him. Why doesn't Billy draw more plays for that? Why don't point guard? Why doesn't the point guard, Kobe? Why don't you run some more sets? Get him down in the post. Have him pick guards. Pick some of his guards instead of screen on a guard or a forward. So now they're stuck with him. And now you get that ball right into him. And now our offense is working. Now if someone collapses, now you kick it out. If they don't collapse, mouse in the house. It's not a difficult game. But you make it difficult because you want to do too many. You want to get too cute. You want to hit too many threes. There are so many times in the game on Monday, they're driving to the hole. They're unencumbered to the hole. Nobody at the basket, and they kicked it out during the game, not late in the game. And when you need a three, no, this was during the game. Like you turned away 2 points multiple times in the game. You turned away. You gave up 2 points. Nope, I'm gonna try for three. When you have a layup, and that's the one thing, the only bad thing about what Steph Curry's done to the NBA. Now everybody wants to shoot a three. Three's more than two. Three's more than two. Three's more than two. I can get it. But I'm not giving up an easy two to go shoot a three. If I got a free run to the cup, I'm taking that free run to the cup. That's 2 points. How many times do games end with a 1, 2, or 3 point victory? Our margin of victory. And had you taken 2 easy layups, there's your 4 points. It's bothersome to me. And that team's got to be smarter than that. They have to be much smarter than that. So we'll see tonight the Knicks, Bulls at the world's most famous arena, Madison Square Garden. So that game is at 6:30. Remember, they're an hour ahead. They're in Eastern time zone, so they're 7:30 their time. New York is 5-5. We are 4-7. Man, had we won, we'd have been 5-6. That'd have been dope. But I digress. Shawn says, Vooch and Levine don't listen to coaching. That could be a situation. But I'll tell you who I'm really happy about, and that's Kobe White and Ayo, those guards. Kobe White and Ayo. Kobe White, we saw him have a breakout season last year. I need another season from him like that to solidify his spot as an all-star every year. Ayo, you got to have a breakout year. And you can't do it with defense, with three-point shooting, with facilitating, with rebounding. You can do a lot. But the guards is where I like. The guards that this team has. King Booker World checking in. Says, salute, chat and Shawn. Late as hell, but I'm here. Hey, glad to have you, Papa. Glad to have you. Because we're just about to switch gears. We're going to switch gears. We're going to talk about our Bears. When I left off, I was talking about Thomas Brown. And I was asking, remember I asked you guys, I said, how many of us have ever been an assistant or in the number 2 chair, assistant principal, the co-worker, you're the secretary to somebody. All right, you're in the second seat, you have a lot of responsibility and power, and you don't have the responsibility of a number 1, of the guy making the decisions, the person making the decisions. You don't have that responsibility. We've all been in situations like that, whether it's the assistant coach, the head coach, like I've been. Never a head coach, only an assistant. And you see all the things that go wrong. You see all the things that need to be done. Hopefully, and here's where we left off before we went to break. Hopefully, Thomas Brown has seen these things. Hopefully, he said something to Waldron, and Waldron at this point didn't listen to him. I hope he has a plan to get this offense rolling. He realizes, I hope he realizes, he better realize, he has to, because look where he came from in Carolina. He's got a squad here. You've got DJ Moore. You've got Keenan Allen. You've got Cole Kmet. You've got Gerald Moore. You've got DeAndre Swift. You've got weapons. King Booker World. Is it true Nate Davis got released? Yes, it is. Yes, it is. And there's Justin in the background. I miss you, Justin. I miss you, Justin. Sorry. Yeah, Nate Davis got released. So hopefully you understand, you see where this offense could be effective, efficient. Look at the games, a couple of games that we scored 5 offensive touchdowns 2 weeks in a row. And I understand they're against lesser opponents, not as talented opponents. But there's something there. Find out what that was and go back to it. It should be easy. You heard the hype, you heard the noise, you heard everything. Reporters, fans, you heard the noise. And don't say you didn't hear the outside noise. You, as an experienced play caller, granted, you only called the last 6 games or so in Carolina, but you also should know what needs to be done, what works with the people that you have. As a play caller, you need to see that. You should see that. And now it's time for you to show that you're a qualified offensive coordinator. Because let me tell you something. There's 2 things that if you come in, and you get Caleb unlocked, and this offense starts scoring points again, and all the wide receivers are happy, and the tight ends are happy, and the running backs are happy, and we're winning games, and we start to see the development of Caleb. God forbid we make the playoffs. We're not out of it yet. It looks unattainable, but we're not out of it yet. If you can turn this offense around, 2 things. 1, you'll be you'll be the hottest coordinator around. If Flus gets fired, you'll be one of the top offensive coordinators people are looking for. If Flus doesn't get fired, you could become a head coaching candidate. Or you could next year, because if Flus doesn't get fired, you're probably going to be here. And you build on that, then you're the Ben Johnson. All right. of next year because you've unleashed Caleb and you got this team winning. There's a huge opportunity for Thomas Brown. Let's hope he takes advantage of it. Let's hope he does, because as a Bears fan, this is one of the most talented teams that we've seen in a long time. Joseph Archer checking in. Thank you, Papa. I appreciate it. He said, what's up, everybody? Let's go Bears. Bear down. Shawn, what do you think the Bears are going to do with that offensive line problem? Is there anyone out there good to get? Nope. Nope. You don't find, especially in the middle of the season, no one puts good offensive linemen on the market. All right, we're past the trade deadline. So if anyone was good, they were traded for already. This, Joseph, is my criticism of Ryan Poles. Why not draft your stud lineman? We've had picks. You could have had more picks. Okay, the Roma Dunze pick was a luxury. If you drafted an offensive lineman with your first pick, you still could have got a Dunze, or you could have got another offensive lineman. Imagine two first-round offensive linemen already with Darnell Wright. Now we have 3 first-round offensive linemen. 3 of them, 3 out of 5. Tevin Jenkins is a second-round pick when he's healthy. We got 3 first-rounders, a second-rounder, and then whatever the hell Nate Davis. Nate Davis was undrafted, I believe. That's how you build a team, from the inside out. That's how you build a good offense, from the inside out. So there's no one out there. You're going to need it. Chris Morgan's going to have to do a hell of a coach. Okay. Our new offensive coordinator, Thomas Brown's going to have to do a great job of getting Chris Morgan to work these guys and get them on their P's and Q's. Joseph said, I said the same thing about it for the 1st and 9th pick, but look what happened. Bear down. Yeah. Sorry. Are you trying to tank for the number 1 pick again? It looks like it. King Booker will say, why does Morgan still have a job? That's a good question. I don't know why he still has a job. I don't know. But there are certain things, and here's the thing that bugs me. There are certain things. Linemen aren't getting to the second level, and that's frustrating. I don't get it. When you have a combo block, guard and center, guard and tackle, whatever. 2, we double team one guy, and usually it's the guard who chips up and catch it to the second level. If it's guard tackle, they chip the defensive end, and the guard will go get the outside linebacker or the inside linebacker. If it's guard center, he hits the nose guard, the 0 technique, usually the nose guard. Let the center get him under control, and you move up to the next level. Why are we not getting up to the second level? It's 2-on-1. You should be able to allow, if it's a guard center, you should hit that 1 technique so the center can get control of him, get his ass in the hole, shield the defender from the hole while you get up and get the linebacker. Why is that so difficult for this offensive line? When they've done it already this season that we've seen them do it. DeAndre Swift's touchdown run up the middle. Remember that? Cole Kmet came across, and remember he jumped over the guy. That was Cole Kmet's guy because Cole hit him, and the dude dove to try and get DeAndre Swift. He jumped over him right in the A gap, the left A gap, cut back, jumps over, sprints away for the touchdown. So we've seen him do it. Like Coach Eberflus says, there's video evidence of us doing it. Now do it again. See, and again, everyone's on Eberflus, and he deserves the heat. But when he says there's video evidence of us doing it, we got to get back to doing it, he's not lying. He's not. You don't want to hear it because you're mad, because you have an agenda, and you want to rake him over the coals needlessly. Believe me, he's got enough you can rake him over the coals for. Don't just add shit and make shit up. Oh, I just done what he said. No, he's not right. He's not wrong. He's not lying. DeAndre Swift around the corner, remember. Outside zone, boom, boom, cuts in, outside, up the sideline, touchdown. So there's proof of the line of the offensive line getting to their man. Why they don't do it on a consistent basis, that is the issue. That is where coaching comes in. That is why Chris Morgan gets some of this work. That's why people are on. That's why someone asked, why does he still have a job? Armando, you're not wrong. You're a lineman. You see this shit. Basic blocking being difficult for this unit. Yes, far more often than it needs to be. Far more often than it needs to be. Basic shit is difficult. I don't remember us playing Aaron Donald, Chris Jones. You know why? In football, it's you're either coaching it or allowing it. That's what's happening. It's either whatever you see on the field, it's either coached into them or it's allowed. That's where Chris Morgan needs to get back in people and say, oh, hold on, player. Player from the Himalayas, hold on. I don't like this. Bad lead step. You're not attacking the double team. Because let me ask you something. There's no reason why two guys, all right, I get it. Some guy might bench 450, 500 pounds. But guess what? Our offensive lineman should bench 400 or 500 pounds too. If you get two guys who are benching 400 pounds, even if one guy's benching 5, that's two guys over one. You shouldn't be able to fight off both guys with one arm. You should be able to collapse that. That's attitude. That's strength. That's desire. That's determination. That's being a professional offensive lineman. And that's not being demanded by Chris Morgan. I don't see anybody getting blown up except when Jenkins is in there, and Jenkins is always hurt. So Thomas Brown, heed the warning. Cornelius said it earlier, run the ball. Run the ball. I hope you see, okay, running the ball can open up a lot. You're a running back. You should understand this. This should be, you should go up to say, hey, listen, Chris Morgan, we're making it really easy for you, you and your boys. We're going to run the ball 30 times. How many times have I said that? I want them to run the ball 30 times. I sound like a broken record. But then when other people say it, they're like, oh, wow, that's a great thought. No, I've been saying it for years. Run the God-blessed ball. This is how we do it here in Chicago. I know you want to throw the ball all over the yard. I get it. Good. We can after we run the ball. After we establish a run. After. We've imposed our will on his defensive line, and they've given up. They're not even thinking about passing, about a pass rush because they're getting their ass kicked. Guess what? Now we're going to run. Now we're going to pass the ball. I hope you see it, Thomas Brown. And I hope it's there. I hope you put those stupid wide receiver screens. I hope you threw those on the bonfire. Threw those in the trash. Flush those down the toilet. Because wide receivers aren't blocking. Keenan Allen, you ain't trying to block for nobody. And where the hell is Tyler Scott? Where the hell's Tyler Scott? That's my question. Mr. Take the top off the defense. Where you at? Why can't you get on the field? You don't think it'd be beneficial to have a guy who could take the top off of defense when you got a Keenan Allen who can find holes in the zone so you can just stretch and make the holes in the zone bigger? You don't think you got a guy who's phenomenal against man coverage? And I'll tell you what, I told you on Monday, DJ took a shot at Caleb. I'm telling you, this is my opinion. I think he hates this kid. And according to, did I put it? I didn't post it, did I? No. There was some, so they fight, according to reports, many veterans went up and told Coach Eberflus they want to get rid of the offensive coordinator. Okay, I can see that. I can see that. But also, they went up to him and said they want Tyson Bagent to start. Some people said they wanted Tyson Bagent to start. I don't think they're going to do it. I don't think they should do it. It's not Carolina where you take him off and no. But according to now, if you're a fan, you know it's here. Okay, it's a credible source. Okay, it's on Twitter. Waddy and Sylvie. Sylvie said, after talking to a few people of knowledge of the situation, players went to Matt Eberflus and Ryan Poles asking them to make a change at offensive coordinator. There have also been a few veteran players requesting Bagent starts. So I'm not making this up. I'm not anti-Caleb. This is not me reporting it. It's not me saying this. It's just me reporting it. So here's the issue that I feel is going on. One, I think there's a lot more that meets the eye, like the Transformers, more than meets the eye. One of the questions is why did this work with Geno and Smith and Russell? Why? And not here. Remember, I told you guys, I feel, in my opinion, I feel there might be an issue with Caleb. I feel there might be. DJ Moore is having an issue with him. I don't know. Cole Kmet is very politically correct, and he hides his feelings very well. And I think there could be something there. But, man, Cole Kmet's got to be pissed. Give me the God-blessed ball. And I wouldn't be surprised if DJ Moore went up. It was one of the veterans that said, I want Bagent to start. And let me tell you something. If that was the case, that relationship is fractured. It can be repaired, but it is fractured. I think DJ's, here's my thought. DJ says in his mind, I had a career year last year with Justin, 1,300 yards, career high in yards, career high in touchdowns. Give me this rookie. Then you sign me. Now, what was the signing for? Was the signing for something just to to appease me? Because we're going through this rebuild? Is that what they're signing for? But I was given the biggest contract in Chicago Bears history, $110 million. Throw me the goddamn ball. Now, DJ would never say that, but I'm sure he's feeling it. He probably says it to his inner circle. Throw me the ball. And if this dude doesn't throw me the ball, get somebody here who will. You saw with one of his catches on tape. I was in the press box, so I couldn't see it. And I couldn't see the TV that we had. I'm nearsighted, and it was a little, but it said it after one of his catches. He said clearly, "Throw me the effing ball." So I have to go back and watch it. I have it recorded. But that dude is frustrated. I'm the number one receiver. Throw me the ball. Force feed me the ball. I guarantee you he would love it if he got force fed the way Brandon Marshall got force fed by Jay Cutler. This guy is literally in his prime. Literally in his prime. 26 years old. 27 years old. The prime of his career, and you can't target him? You throw the ball. You throw the ball with some air under it when it needs to be a fastball. You underthrow it on a go route. You one hop it to him. You throw it over his head on the sideline. You don't think he's frustrated? I think he's beyond frustrated. I think he's pissed. I would not be surprised. I would not be surprised if he went up and said start Bajan. King Booker World says some folks forgot though when Bajan played those games he didn't throw to DJ either. Dude, he didn't throw it. He threw to whoever. He threw those still 2-yard screens. And everyone's like, "Oh, look at his percentage. He's so much better than Justin. He's throwing 5-yard routes, 3-yard routes." Stop it. Shorty says, but even more, start Bajan to preserve Caleb for next year. I think it'd be an ego. I wonder how his ego is. I wonder how his personality is. And I'm talking about Caleb. I told you he seems a little entitled to me. I could be wrong. I don't know the young man. He seems a little entitled. Well, why? My question is, why aren't you throwing the ball to DJ? You know this is your number one guy. You have him. You know he just signed a $110 million contract. Why aren't you throwing to him? Or why aren't you making sure he gets the goddamn ball? Why? You didn't have a problem finding Jordan Addison when you were at USC. Didn't have a problem doing that. You didn't have a problem finding Brandon Rice when you were at USC. Didn't have a problem doing that. Those were your number one receivers. Your junior year and your senior year. Didn't have a problem then. Why now? And don't tell me about his reads. Don't tell me reads. Because he force-fed Jordan Addison. He force-fed Brendan Rice. He's force-fed Keenan Allen on a couple plays. Just didn't get him the ball. You can't tell me this guy forgot how to play football. You can't tell me this guy forgot how to throw a fastball in a hole shot in a cover two against a cover two. You can't tell me that. There's something going on there. Something going on. You know, standing at DJ's locker, getting that interview on Sunday, I could just feel looking at him. So people want to get mad about when I say there's a feeling. We'll use other people's words and the feeling you get. feel he just doesn't like this kid. And I feel that he's not happy. I don't think he's going to go up because I think he has a lot of respect for Keenan Allen. I don't think he's going to go up and say, hey, I'm the number one dude. Throw me the goddamn ball. I don't think he's going to do that. That doesn't seem like that's not his persona. Okay? He does it through body language. He's very passive aggressive. All right, he's kind of passive aggressive. He'll let his body language do the talking. His facial expressions do the talking. And that's okay, but I'd much rather him go up to him and say, look, throw me the damn ball. Why not? Keenan Allen's had a couple of key drops. Rome Odunze's had some key drops. And you know what? Let me get to the wide receiver coach as well. Is it John Hoke? Why are your receivers running routes on third down short of the sticks? Why are they doing that? That's coaching. Because you have to say, look, we need 8 yards. Don't stop at 8 and come back to 7 and 6. Go to 10. Go to 11. Come back to 10, 9, 8. Step out on the other side of or just past the first down marker. Why is that not? Why are we doing this? This is high school stuff. This is Pop Warner stuff. It's either being coached or allowed. So when you allow Rome Odunze, when you allow Rome Odunze to run that route on third down, short of the sticks, the one that he dropped, and you don't chew his ass out, that's coaching. Caleb, how can he when he has a half second to throw the damn ball? Caleb is starting to see ghosts. Well, listen, here's the problem. Here's where Waldron gets the smoke. Stop running those stupid fucking routes. Marry those routes with the drops. And by that I mean when he hits his third step, people should be breaking on their routes. I looked at the film. I looked at the film, and there's so many times, I forgot how many, was it 5 or 7 times where he hits the top of his route and receivers aren't breaking. They're in the middle of their routes. They're in the middle of their routes. So this is schematic. That was the offensive coordinator. Which, again, why I ask, where the hell are the goddamn slants? Where are they? Where are the slants that you need? 1, 2, 3, out. 1, 2, 3, out. Caleb in a rhythm. 1, 2, 3. Plant that foot. Here comes the ball. DJ Moore breaking. Hit him in the body or hit him in stride and go. Rome Odunze, hit him in stride and go. Keenan Allen, hit him in stride and then go. Where are those goddamn slants? He has time, Shorty, but the routes aren't married with the drop. He's ready to throw, and there's no one open. They're in the middle of their route. It's got to be a 5-step drop if this is what's going to happen. Wide receivers breaking 10 yards down the field. Leo Factor checking in. What's up, Papa? Good morning. Honestly, who's a little bitch here? Caleb or DJ? We have all seen DJ give up on plays. Well, he's a wide receiver. He's a diva. I think they're both acting like little bias. No, DJ didn't get paid to become he's a diva. He's a wide receiver. He wants the ball. But can you blame him? He's frustrated. Can you blame him? Look what happens when you get him the ball. Let me ask you, Shorty and everybody in the chat. If you're a football, or we've all played basketball. How about this? We've all played basketball, right? We're the best guy at the court. We could be playing against family members. We could be playing against kids that suck. We're all, at one point, we're probably the best player on the team, on the court. All 10 of us, all 3 of us, or 6 of us, whoever's playing, 3-on-3, 2-on-2, all 4 of us, you're the best guy on the team, and the other guys on your team don't get you the ball. You're like, dude, give me the goddamn ball. Have we all been there? Come on now. Have we all been there? Did we act a little bitch? I have. Throw me the goddamn ball. I got this Jamoke on me. I'll take him to the cup every time. That's how wide receivers feel. That's how wide receivers feel. They're divas. It's in their nature. And I think Caleb might be out divaing the diva. Now, don't get me wrong. Just because DJ Moore is a diva doesn't mean he ain't a tough son of a bitch. That doesn't mean that at all. Shorty, yeah, but like you said, we should save each other's face. Yes, and that's what DJ do. Say, look, throw me the ball. Like, don't worry, don't go to the offensive coordinator. Don't go to Shane. Don't go to Brown. Don't go to Eberflus. Go to Caleb and say, look, throw me the damn ball. Period. These are all the things that it has to be figured out. They got to be worked out. Because there's far too much talent on this offense. You can get by with this offensive line. But stop having him go intermediate to deep routes and having him take a 3-step drop. Stop it. Hopefully Thomas Brown has seen that. Hopefully Thomas Brown has seen that and decides to marry the drops with the routes. We're going intermediate to deep. Okay, I'll give you a 5-step drop. Here's a 5-step drop. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Either plant it comes out or 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Bounce, and then it comes out. Cornelius Squall says, that's what being a teammate does. Get the ball to your best player no matter the sport. Yes! And DJ's the best wide receiver we have. No disrespect to Keenan Allen. And Keenan Allen is a great receiver, probably a future Hall of Famer. But at this stage of the game, the best receiver we have is DJ Moore. Keenan Allen, you're a distinct second. You're still high up there, but you're a distinct second. And DJ's got to act like it. Give me the damn ball. We've seen him break tackles. He's built like a running back. He's got thick legs. He can run through people. He doesn't go down easily. Not on first contact. Very rarely on first contact. And now this is Packer week. This is Packer week. So what Coach Brown has to do is they're not changing the playbook. What did Caleb say yesterday or the other day at the presser? Not going to reinvent the wheel when someone asks if there's a change in play calls. He's not going to reinvent the wheel. You're right, he's not. So what you got to do is say, what worked? Maybe Coach Brown is good at the first 15. We're going to find out. Maybe he's good at adjustments. In-game and at halftime. We're going to find out. Because if Thomas Brown is that dude, it's a dual-edged sword. If this team wins, they might end up keeping Eberflus. They might end up, depending on how many games they win. God forbid they make the playoffs. If they make the playoffs, that means Caleb's playing well. He's hitting his receivers. We're scoring. And they're going to keep Eberflus because they're going to want to keep Brown for the development of Caleb. That's still the number one thing right here. That's still the number one thing, the development of Caleb. You're trying to win games, yes, but the development of Caleb. You don't want to derail him and shatter his confidence because you're right, he is seeing ghosts. Say that, he is seeing ghosts. But when you come back and you marry those routes to the drops and you're 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, throw, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, bounce, throw, 1, 2, 3, throw, 1, 2, 3, bounce, throw, you're not getting sacked. You're not getting sacked. And I'll tell you what, if you're 1, 2, 3, throw, and you hit DJ Moore, and he's coming out of it, he's half-assed and he's bullshitting coming out of the break, and it hits him in the back of the head or the side of the head because his head isn't turning around fast enough, then Caleb says, look, you wanted me to throw you the ball? Run your route. Run your route. Then put the pressure on him. These are things. This is how you win. This is how you become successful. Cornelius, I've seen breakdowns of this offense where it's cover zero and no one turns immediately to look for the ball. Yes, for cover zero, for those of you who don't know, it's man free. There's nobody in, there's no cover zero, there's 0 guys deep. All right, no center fielder, no single high safety. All right, it's man free. And if you see man free, there's got to be one person who has to go deep at all times. It could be a post route. It doesn't have to be a go route. It could be a post. It could be a corner. It could be a wheel route. There's got to be somebody who goes deep and covers zero. Has to be. There's got to be someone who goes deep, and there's got to be someone who wins off the line. When you see cover zero, you can audible. I need a quick slant from the inside guy, and I need a post from the outside guy. I need a deep in from this guy. Tight end, you sit 15 yards down the field, or just keep running down the middle of the field because the post is going to the post. And like Armando says, that's coaching. Will this lead up to a victory on Sunday? I don't think so. I don't think so. With Billings being out, Sweat not 100%. Let's not forget. Did you forget that the Green Bay Packers love to run the ball? They got rid of a stud running back in Aaron Jones to get a bigger stutter of a running back. It's an old word I just made up. Bigger stutter. Of a running back in Josh Jacobs. So you don't think they're going to try and shove it down our throat? You're goddamn right they are. You don't think they know that Love likes to throw pick sixes? Oh, they know. So how do we stop Jordan Love from throwing a pick six? Keep handing it to Josh Jacobs. Keep handing it to Josh Jacobs. Oh, we're getting 5-6 a carry? You're damn sure keep handing it to Josh Jacobs. Christian Watson, Romeo Dobbs, don't worry about it. This is Josh Jacobs' day. So they're going to have to make sure that they're ready. That Billings' injury is huge, literally and figuratively. Shorty says 36-6 Bears. Leo says Bears team is not bought in. We're about to get whooped. I don't think they're buying this anymore. They're not buying what he's selling, that's for sure. And it's like Lauren said, it can all be so simple. Like Lauren Hill said, it can all be so simple. Hopefully, Thomas Brown does all the little things. Because remember, if you take care of all the little things, there are no big things. If you commit to the run. Shorty, no O-line, no D-line, new OC, and it's fucking Packers week. Yay. So I'll tell you in the chat. Well, we have a group thread, a group text, me, Junior, and his son Mondo. You see Armando Lara Jr. and Armando Lara III in the chat. We got a group chat. And Mondo yesterday said, has there ever been a play caller, a switch in the middle of the season with a play caller, and it's worked out? And I said, yes, last year. Last year, the Buffalo Bills were 5-5, and they got rid of Ken Dorsey as their offensive coordinator. Joe Brady, the new offensive coordinator and current offensive coordinator, went 6-1. So there is video evidence, to use Coach Eberflus's phrase. There is video evidence situation working. So if Tom, and here's another thing. Here's another thing. And another one. Here's Cameron Wolf says players voted new OC and play caller Thomas Brown's the number 2 top offensive coordinator, according to the National Football League Player Association survey. So the players are saying this. He's well liked, but he's intentional and demanding of his players. He's not just a player's coach. Like, hey, yeah, guys, no, he's intentional and demanding of him, which is huge. Intentional and demanding. I like that. Here's another top 5 offensive coordinators, and here's from Cameron Wolf. Players voted by the Bears new OC and play callers number 2 coordinator in the players survey last season. Just another thing of what I said. So this guy over here, this guy. If he can do what I hope he's, I don't want to say, I keep wanting to say hope, but it's frustrating. Excuse me. There's something to work with here. There's something to work with. There's something to work with. And we'll see if the Bears can pull out. And this is why I said, this is from, here's why I say I'm not sure it's all on Waldron. In 3 seasons in Seattle, Waldron's offense ranked 3rd in yards per touch, 3rd in big plays in the passing game, 4th in big plays in the rushing percentage, 5th in completion percentage, 8th in yards per reception, and tied for 10th in passing touchdowns in 3 seasons. If our offense was ranked here, 3rd in touch, 3rd in big plays passing, 4th in big plays, where would we be? We'd be 7-2, maybe 8-1 right now. And PNW Sports Hub says this: he's a big play coordinator and probably needs a vet quarterback to handle this offense. So what was the question? Were they not opening it up for Caleb? Were they worried about him? Because if you're worried about Caleb, then there's an issue. Because this guy loves the big play. He's a big game hunter. Why do you think he scrambles around so much? He wants to hit the big play. And if you're taking that out of his game and asking him to stay controlled, now you're literally taking the best thing that he does off the table. Your aggressiveness taken away. Pretty soon you're going to see a glaze over his eyes, like you see a lion who's been in the zoo, been trapped and been in the zoo for years. Doesn't have that eye of the tiger, probably because he's not a tiger. He has the eye of a lion, but nonetheless, doesn't have the eye of the lion. It's going to be glossed over. It's going to be resigned to his fate. You need to get this guy. Looks like the exact opposite to me, Shawn. They thought Caleb could handle the entire offense like a vet. Then he forgot he was a rookie, Mr. Shorty. That's the problem. You don't give him everything. This is why everyone's like, they throw a lot at him. Don't throw a lot at him. He's a rookie. You throw a little at him till he gets good at it, till he understands it. Then you add a little every week. Then you add a little every week. Then you add a little every week. You don't throw the whole playbook at them. That's stupid. That's like saying, here, eat this steak in 3 bites. What? No, that's stupid. You get the basics. Everything is off the basics. And here's the problem that we're wondering. What is the basis of this offense? All right. When I was at Curie and Bogan, inside run, inside zone. That's the basis of this offense. Play action. Everything looks like inside zone. And everything else comes off of that. So you build, you give this enough time where it's perfect. And everybody knows your basis inside zone, or basis is trap, or outside zone, whatever it is you want to be. And everything is built off of that. You don't give them the whole offense. So get this down, and then we add pieces every week. This looks like this, like inside zone. But we're not going to do that. We're going to have you pull the ball out, bootleg. Pull the ball out, drop straight back, play action pass. You said it, not me, Junior. He says, I can eat that steak in 3 bites. I guess I'm stupid. Another question is, what are they going to do? How much control? How long is the leash for Thomas Brown? Because Eberflus, your job is on the line. Your job is on the line. Yeah, but remember, King Booker World, and you rerun the same system for years. Baltimore's run the same system for years. It's about executing. It's about executing. They ain't changing it. Thomas Brown has to take those plays and also put him in a better order. Put him in a better order. You know when you clean the house, the last thing you do, you don't wash the last thing you do is you clean the floor. Why? Because you clean the table, you do the dishes, you wipe if you're in the kitchen, you do the dishes, you wipe the refrigerator down, you clean the cabinets, you put everything away, and the last thing you do is wash the floors. Why? Because if you wash the floors first and then you're still walking on it and you're cleaning all the dust that you just washed the floor, all the dust from the cabinet and everything else you dust is get on the floor and you got to do the floor again. So you're doing these, you got to do the same things, but there's a proper order which they need to be done. Plays need to be called in a proper order. That was the issue with Waldron. Now, can Thomas Brown call these same plays in a correct order? That is what we're going to find out. Man, 2 hours is come and gone. Man, I want to thank you guys. You guys have been freaking jumping in the chat. I love it. I appreciate it. I appreciate the love. Thank you so much, man. We'll be back on Friday. All right, we're going to replay this at 6. So if you missed it or if you want to tell people about it, check Sports Zone Chicago's YouTube channel. 6 o'clock will be on live. This show will be re-aired. All right, so for everyone here at Sports Zone Chicago, guys, I'm your boy, the SuperBack, Shawn Sierra. Have a phenomenal day. It'll be another little brisk day, low 50s, nice little hoodie, jacket weather. It's going to be nice. Watch the Bulls tonight. Again, thank you, Sports Zoners. I appreciate the love and the support. Like I said, if you missed it, check it out at 6. So for everybody here at Sports Zone Chicago, I'm your boy, the SuperBack, Shawn Sierra. Have a phenomenal day. I will see you on Friday live.